Welcome back, everyone. We're now going to jump into our next presentation on member benefits. And I'm glad to be joined in by Jessie Kathirwa, who will be taking us through. So Jessie, over to you.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is now officially midday in Nairobi. Welcome to this segment of the membership benefits presentation of the Kenya Mortgage Home Buying Symposium. My name is Jessie Kathirwa, and I'm very happy and excited to speak to you into the benefits of joining UNFCU as a member. As a preamble, UNFCU offers you, our members, more than just traditional banking, cash, teller, and over-the-counter services. From lower fees to globally accessible and personalized services, UNFCU membership is designed to make sure that your financial life is easier wherever in the world you are located. So welcome to this section. Let's actively participate and listen, and let's take it away. Next slide, please. Under the membership benefits segment, we will delve into two main areas. These are financial security and global banking solutions. Under financial security, we will look at how UNFCU protects your money and personal information, which is at the core of what UNFCU does. Financial security is one of the top priorities at UNFCU. As a UNFCU member, you benefit from secure mobile and digital banking platforms, strong encryption and monitoring to make sure that your UNFCU accounts are safe. In addition, your UNFCU deposits are federally insured up to $250,000 by the National Credit Union Administration. A strong financial backing ensures that you and your family are protected from financial ruin. You work so hard in the UN to ensure that your finances are covered. So here at UNFCU, we make sure that not only is your money safe, but it works for you in the future. Next slide, please. We will now look at how your UNFCU membership fits your needs. As a UNFCU member, you are a part owner of the credit union. This means that you get to vote for the directors of your choice to sit on the board of directors at UNFCU. In effect, this gives you a voice in how the credit union runs and operates. At UNFCU, we have a maxim that says, once a member, always a member. This means that once you join UNFCU, you're a member for life, whether you change jobs, retire, or relocate. Also, your UNFCU membership is not just for you or just for you as an individual UN staff member or a retiree. Your spouses, parents, children, grandchildren, even grandparents, siblings, and any other eligible beneficiaries can join. Remember what we said from the start. This ensures that you have long-term financial security for your entire family. Next slide, please. At UNFCU, we ensure that your deposits are safe. Your money is insured by the US government through the National Credit Union Administration, or what is called the NCUA, and each of your accounts is covered up to a maximum of $250,000. The coverage extends to all our members, irrespective of where in the world you are located. So you can rest assured that each and every amount in dollars that you save in UNFCU will be covered up to $250,000 per account. To learn more, please visit unfcu.org/NCUA. Next slide, please. At UNFCU, we offer you a variety of resources tailored to your needs, including and not limited to a dedicated help or contact center, easy to understand product guides, for frequently asked and answered questions to answer everyday questions, as well as financial calculators to plan your savings, loans, and budgets. In addition, we have a financial wellness page that offers you useful articles, videos, and even webinars like these, all designed to educate and empower you to make smart, sound, and financially beneficial decisions. Next slide, please. Remember, we said we're doing two key benefits today: financial security and global banking solutions. In this segment, we will look at how UNFCU enables you to save, spend, borrow, and transfer. Whether you're saving, spending, borrowing, or transferring money, UNFCU ensures that your money works for you across borders. Now, let's look at each of these individually. Next slide, please. Under the Save option, UNFCU helps you grow your savings with a variety of options designed to fit your financial goals. To this end, we at UNFCU will open several types of accounts for you, all geared to make sure that your money is saved and growing. One of these is what we call the high yield savings account. This is an easy to open account with no minimum opening balance requirement. In fact, if anything, you're required or your account can have a zero balance up to 60 days from the day that you opened. So please do not feel that you are under any duress or pressure to fund your account. You are within 60 days to fund a new account with UNFCU. With a high yield savings account, you can add or withdraw money at any time. And of course, at very competitive interest rates. This means that the more money you save in the high yield savings account, the higher the returns you derive from it. Secondly, we have a product called a share certificate. This is close to my heart because here at UNFCU Nairobi, I am very passionate, actually extremely passionate, about the creation of members' share certificates. Now, what is a share certificate? A share certificate is basically, or in normal parlance, what you would call a fixed deposit account or a term deposit. So for longer term savings, UNFCU offers you several types of share certificates, ranging from 3 months to 60 months. The very first one that you can open with $250 is called a Simple Saver share certificate. All other share certificates can be opened with a minimum of $500. These can be renewed at maturity, or the maturity options can be altered at the member's discretion. What this means is that, for example, you can, at the end of the term of the maturity term, you can add or withdraw money to your share certificate or change the term. Now, maybe just as to digress a bit, the current share certificate that gives you the best rates is the 4-month share certificate. So for more information, please visit, if you can, our UNFCU office here in Nairobi, and we'll be glad to walk you through this particular product. Remember, it is important to choose an appropriate share certificate term that matches your preferred savings timeline. Next slide, please. Now we will delve into the second category, which is spending. Of course, we all earn to spend. To this end, UNFCU supports you by opening what you can call our everyday checking accounts. These UNFCU checking accounts make managing your money simple, flexible, and convenient because one, they have, just like the high yield savings, they have no minimum opening balance requirement. You also get unlimited transfers, cash withdrawals, and retail and point of sale debit card purchases, all based on your available account balances therein. Next slide, please. Okay, under the spending option again, UNFCU offers our members credit cards. UNFCU has 2 main types of credit cards, the Visa Elite and the Visa Azure credit card, each of which is designed to match members' different spending habits and lifestyles. For the Visa Elite card, This is mainly ideal for travelers. It offers our members no foreign transaction fees, 5 free airport lounge access passes per year, 24/7 concierge services, and it comes with a $50 annual fee. In contrast or in comparison, the Visa Azure card is perfect for everyday use. It provides our members price protection, and therefore you can be reimbursed if an item goes on sale. It also offers you return protection if a merchant won't accept a return within 90 days, up to a $250 purchase value. It also gives our members cell phone protection. So if your phone is lost or stolen, so long as you have made a purchase of your bill with the Visa Azure card. This card, unlike the Visa Elite card, comes with no annual fee, but has a 1% foreign transaction fee if the card is used outside the USA. For more information, please contact unfcu.org/credit-cards. Next slide, please. As an introductory offer to our members, the Visa Elite, any new Visa Elite card that a new member gets is charged 0% annual percentage rate for the first 6 months. For a Visa Azure card, that is 0% annual percentage rate for the first 12 months. And for both cards, you earn 10,000 bonus points when you spend 2,000 in the first 4 months. Next slide, please. Okay, now we look at basically what most of us are interested in, borrowing. UNFCU provides you, our eligible members, with loans to support all your critical life moments, be these education, weddings, vacations, home renovations, whatever it is, UNFCU will be there for you to offer you, our eligible members, a loan. Now, some of the features of this are UNFCU loans have no application fees. We also have no prepayment penalties. Therefore, you can pay off a loan early without incurring any extra costs and therefore saving on interest payments. Another feature is that you earn member loyalty rebates and dividends. These rewards recognize your ongoing relationship with UNFCU, giving you bonus dividends on your savings and loyalty rebates on certain fees like ATM cash withdrawals and wire transfer fees. These rewards are credited monthly automatically to your account at the beginning of the next calendar month. And UNFCU loans therefore help to build a rewarding partnership that ensures that your financial future is guaranteed with UNFCU. To learn more on this particular feature, please visit unfcu.org/loans for more information. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Okay. Under the transfer, which is the last option as far as the global banking solutions is concerned, UNFCU gives you wire transfer options. Transferring money from UNFCU is easy and fast, and there are no hidden fees. Incoming transfers from other financial institutions are not charged any fee, whereas outgoing transfers have a set transfer fee with competitive exchange rates and full transparency. You can also send money in almost any approved currency globally. Next slide, please. Now, as a UNFCU member and a UN staff member or retiree, UNFCU provides you as the UN employees the option to deposit all or a portion of your monthly paychecks directly to your nominated UNFCU accounts. I know most of you who have UNFCU accounts know that you can visit Umoja to create an amount that comes directly to UNFCU. So this is really at your discretion. Like I mentioned earlier, there is no balance requirement that you should designate, say, $50, $100, $200. This is purely up to you to decide how much you want to be contributing to your UNFCU account. In addition, UNFCU retirees can also designate that their monthly pensions be credited to their UNFCU accounts of choice. At this point, I'll also mention that UN retirees are also eligible for loans. And therefore, both active staff members of the UN and retirees can easily access their funds uninterrupted. Remember what we said earlier, and I'll piggyback on this. Once a member, always a member. And remember, your money is insured up to $250,000 per account. Next slide, please. Okay, digital banking. This is something that is also close to my heart because most of you are members may not have the option to visit a branch. So what does UNFCU provide you with? We provide you, our UNFCU members, with the ability to handle all your account tasks safely and securely online through what we call the UNFCU digital banking platform. So whether you're using a personal computer, a laptop, your phone, the digital banking platform of UNFCU allows you, our members, to set up and manage account beneficiaries, to open new deposit accounts, like I mentioned, for example, the high yield savings, the checking account, the share certificate. It also enables you to apply for loans and or credit cards under the account services tab. You can view your statements as well under still the account services tabs where you'll see statements and notices. And you can also set up customizable account and card alerts. Remember all these without necessarily physically visiting a UNFCU branch or representative office. Still under digital banking is something that we call Google Authenticator. Google Authenticator allows our members to access their UNFCU accounts through a secure and free application, which you can download from either your Play Store for those on Android phones or on the App Store for those with iPhones. Members are therefore able to verify their codes with a unique time-sensitive code, which is instantly accessible, which requires no text, call, or email requirement. Remember, Google Authenticator works all over the world, therefore making your banking with UNFCU secure, convenient, and designed to fit your busy lifestyle. Next slide, please. Allow us to do just a quick recap of what we have said today. UNFCU is more than a financial institution. It is a member-owned community dedicated to its members' financial well-being, whether from secure savings and smart spending options to flexible borrowing and global transfers with no hidden fees and costs. We have also discussed that UNFCU provides you the tools and benefits that suit your life wherever in the world you're located. The UNFCU member loyalty program rewards you and recognizes and appreciates your ongoing relationship. And the digital banking platform, what we've just discussed, gives you a convenient and secure access to manage your finances anytime and from anywhere. In closing, I want to thank you for your time and attention today. I also appreciate the opportunity that you accorded me to support you in this financial journey by listening to me. If you want to learn more, we are always at hand, ready and willing to assist you, and happy and willing to assist and attend to you accordingly. Back to you, Rayab, and thank you all for listening.
Thank you very much, Jesse, for that informative and insightful session. We'll now move in to our Q&A segment. So have the first question. Can you expand on the money transfer options? Do we have M-Pesa available through UNFCU? Can you expand on the money transfer options? Do we have M-Pesa available through UNFCU?
Okay, I will start with saying, yes, you do have wire transfer options under UNFCU. So for this, I will go to the digital banking profile and say you will need to log in to your digital banking profile and create a recipient under what you see as the Transfers and Payments tab. So when you click on the Transfers and Payments tab, you will then go to where you'll see Send a Global Transfer, and you will be able to indicate that you're sending a transfer to, say, for example, an account outside of the US. This is where specifically M-Pesa comes in. So you will set up your M-Pesa account because you'll see two options, add mobile money or add bank account. So you will do this under the add mobile money account, and you will key in your M-Pesa number for you to be able to transfer from UNFCU to your M-Pesa. The fee for the transfer is $1, irrespective of the amount that you are sending. And remember, you can send the funds, you have the option to designate to transfer in either local currency, Kenya shillings, for example, or USD. You will also see member or recipient to receive or recipient to send. So I would recommend that you choose recipient to receive so that the exact amount that you elect to receive is the same amount that you will get. Remember, the fee for this is $1 for every transfer to M-Pesa. I hope that answers the question.
Yes, thank you so much, Jesse, for that clarification. A second question, does UNFCU accept wire transfers in a foreign currency?
Okay, so let me take that this way. Your funds will be received into your UNFCU account in US dollars. So if you're sending an incoming transfer from a different currency, your funds will be received in your UNFCU account in the US dollars. Remember, your UNFCU account is dollar denominated. Therefore, you will receive the funds in USD, irrespective of the currency that you have sent from. So I just limit that to incoming wire transfers. But as far as outgoing transfers is concerned, you are allowed to send in a currency that is approved, mainly US dollars. You can do that in Kenya shillings, euros, Swiss francs, GBP, which is pound sterling. So that really depends on the member and the currency that they prefer to send the money. That is strictly for outgoing wire transfers. Back to you, Rahel.
Thank you so much, Jesse, for that clarification. Another question, is there an option to take the credit card in one of the other major currencies like Swiss franc or euro? Is there an option to take the credit card in one of the other major currencies like Swiss francs or euro?
Thank you for the question. Like I mentioned, our accounts are dollar denominated. So too are our credit cards. So to that extent, our credit cards are also dollar denominated. So the short answer to that question is no, you will not be able to get a credit card in either Swiss francs, euros, or UK pounds, for example.
Thank you, Jesse. Then on ATMs, how much money can I withdraw from the ATM?
That's a very interesting question and also something close to my heart as the ATM custodian here in Nairobi. Let me specifically say this, that the maximum amount that you can withdraw from your debit card, UNFCU Visa debit card, is $500. That is the maximum allowable per transaction. But we have allowed you an option to increase your ATM daily cash withdrawal limit to 1,500 per day. So what does that mean? Again, using the digital banking platform, you log in, and I will say this very slowly so that possibly you may want to write. You log in and click on Account Services tab. You then click on the Card Management tab, and then locate the Modify ATM Withdrawal Limit. You can then increase your daily withdrawal limit from 500 to either 1,000 or 1,500. For those are the three options that you have. You can also even reduce that to 200 if you wish to. But if you would like to withdraw more than 500, you can increase that to the maximum 1,500. That will allow you to withdraw $500 per withdrawal from the ATM 3 times. Remember, the fee for every withdrawal from the UNFCU ATM is $2 for every withdrawal. So yes, in effect, you will have increased your limit per day to 1,500, but you will be charged $2 for every $500 withdrawn from the ATM. So the short answer is 500 is the allowable amount per day, but you have the option to increase that to 1,500 at the member's discretion. Back to you, Ria.
Thank you. Thank you, Jesse. Another question. for you. What is the annual fee on your credit cards?
Okay. Like I mentioned, there are two types of credit cards. You have the Visa Azure and the Visa Elite. The current indexed annual percentage rate on the Visa Azure card is 16.74%, while that of the Visa Elite is 15.74%. So those are the two rates per annum for those two credit cards.
Thank you, Jesse. More question? Are there foreign currency transaction fees when I make purchases in non-USD?
Using which card? Is it specific?
Not a specific card, maybe can
Okay,
generalize,
so
give a general.
I'll generalize and say yes, using the Visa Azure card, yes, there is a 1% foreign currency transaction fee. That is for the Visa Azure, as well as for the Visa debit card. If you're making a purchase with your card outside the US, there is a 1% foreign transaction fee.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jesse. Questions coming in. How much will I receive as a credit line on a credit card? How much will I receive as a credit line on a credit card?
Okay, that is specifically maybe related to limits, credit card limits. So the Visa credit card limits on a Visa Azure start from $3,000, while those of Visa Elite start from $5,000 through to $50,000. Basically, the amount that you apply for in terms of the credit limit is at the member's discretion. So ideally, it is up to you as a member to designate the amount of the credit limit that you wish to have. But remember, because a credit card, for example, is a form of loan, the final decision as to how much you will be eligible for will be taken, or the decision will be made by the UNFCU Consumer Lending Department in New York. So yes, you may apply, for example, for $10,000, but in terms of eligibility and other factors held into account, you may possibly get, say, $5,000 or even the full $10,000. But remember, the limits are per member at the member's discretion, but the final decision is made by the Consumer Lending Department in UNFCU New York as far as the credit limit is concerned.
Thank you, Jesse, for that detailed clarification. Another question on an issue that is closer to your heart also. How many share certificate accounts can I open?
Oh, very interesting. And yes, indeed, very close to my heart. A member can have as many share certificates as they are willing to have. That is the short answer, but I'll also explain and expound a little bit more. To the extent that you have a free-floating $500 in your account, please, if you do not feel the need to use it immediately, we have what you call a 3-month share certificate. You can put your money in the 3-month share certificate and you will see how much that will give you. But to answer the question directly, you can have as many share certificates as you wish to have. The good thing about that is you can stagger them. You can have one for 3 months, another one for 4 months, another one for 6 months, and even another one, say, for example, for 12 months. So the maturities of each of those will be different, and you will be earning what you call compound interest on that. To the extent that you're earning compound interest, that means that as one matures, you can elect not to renew it, add what you have at the end of the maturity to what you have in your savings account and start a new one. That in effect creates a chain or multiplier effect for your savings. And you remember that your money is growing with UNFCU exponentially if you do it like that. So to answer you, the person who has written, as many as you would like. Please feel free to come and we will help you open as many as you would like.
Thank you so much, Jesse, for that detailed explanation. Another question on credit card here. When you create a credit card, do you have to create another account for payment, or will the payments via your credit card be deducted from your checking account?
Very good question as well. The nominated account for credit card repayment is decided by you, the member. So you do not have to create a new account for credit card repayments. Ideally, and in most commonly, the account from which the credit card payments are made is the one that your UN payroll or pension amount comes from. So you don't necessarily have to create a new account for credit card repayments. This is usually the account into which the payroll or pension comes in. Back to you, Ria.
Thank you so much, Jesse. Then still on credit cards, how can I add as an authorized user to my UNFCU credit card? How can I add as an authorized user to my UNFCU credit card?
Okay, so once you create a credit card, you have an option to at least have one and a maximum of 2 additional credit card holders. So for that, you would need to go into their website and request for an additional card holder request. There's also a form that you have in your digital banking profile that allows you to request for an additional credit card holder on your credit card.
Thank you. Still getting more questions on card. Can I get debit cards for my children's custodial savings account?
Okay, that's specific. So let me just narrow it down to this. For a custodial account, you do not, as a custodial account, you do not have a debit card. So debit cards would start if you have a child who is, for example, say 12 to 17 years. And specifically, you would have to open what you call a youth checking or youth savings account. So the short answer is, if your child is 12 or between 12 and 17, you can convert their account from a custodial account to a youth savings or youth checking account, for which they will then be eligible to get a debit card. One thing I should mention under this is that there are limits. That, for example, for a youth savings or checking account, there's a maximum of that card cannot withdraw more than $65 a day, and the same card cannot be used for purchases greater than $140 per day. So that comes with limits, of course, because we are teaching our children money management, and we do not want them to splurge on unnecessary expenditure if they don't have to. So it also teaches your children money management and gives you assurance that they will not go into unnecessary spending on the same cards. Back to you, Rehab.
Detailed explanation right there. Thank you very much, Jesse. Questions coming in. What is the maximum loan limit on personal loan / education loan? The maximum loan limit on personal loan or education loan.
Okay, let me start let me put it this way. The maximum amount that you are eligible to borrow under UNFCU loans is $225,000. So that is the maximum aggregate borrowing limit. Specifically to personal loans, that would be in the region of $50,000 for the personal loan, whether it be for auto, weddings, vacation, or any other need. So $50,000 for the personal loan. But remember, the aggregate borrowing limit or maximum is $225,000.
Thank you, Jesse. Still questions coming in. Final question. If you put the cash in the share certificate, do you get the cash back or it remains as shares? And can you withdraw it if there was need to? So 2 questions. If you put the cash in the share certificate, do you get the cash back or it remains as shares and you can withdraw it if there was need to?
Very good question. So the amount, let me just clarify this and say the amount in your share certificate earns compound interest. The interest is earned as an example. The amount that you earn in the share certificate will be earned every end of month up to the end of the 3rd month, whenever that in the month it is. You then have the option of having the amount sent back to your account as cash, as per the first question. So you can elect that the amount does not mature, in which case, once you receive a notification of maturity, you can elect that the money is sent back to your savings or checking account. You also have the discretion to say nothing when you're sent that email notification, in which case the amount will roll over for the same term if you don't say anything to the contrary. Remember, you also have something we call a grace period of 10 days. That 10-day grace period gives you latitude to confirm whether or not you want the cash back. But to answer the question specifically, yes, at the end of the term or the maturity, you can elect that the money is transferred back to your nominated account of choice, be it your savings or your checking account. If you elect otherwise, for example, not to say anything, then the amount is matured or renewed for the same term. Back to you, Rahel, and I hope that is a detailed answer.
That's a detailed answer, and thank you so much for the informative session and for the clarification to our members' questions. So at this juncture, I want to thank the audience for their active participation so far.